You break out of your egg, somewhere in the mountains of North America. The shell cracks away, and you push forward into open air with your eyes still closed. Two siblings lie beside you, both dry and covered in white down, already hatched hours before. Time passes as you wait in the nest, your mother's shadow passing overhead as she returns. Your mother leans down and tears meat from prey, while your siblings lift their heads and beg. She drops food into their mouths, one piece each, then turns away from you. You lift your head and open your beak, but nothing comes until a morsel falls near your feet. You lean forward and swallow the scrap of meat whole before anyone else can take it back. Then the days blur together as you sleep, wake, beg, and sleep again. 2 weeks later, your eyes are fully open and you can see the nest edge clearly. A wall of sticks and dried grass stops just before the empty sky beyond the nest. Your siblings are twice your size now, covered in gray feathers instead of soft white down. During the next feeding, the largest one shoves forward hard and knocks you sideways. You slide backward across loose sticks, your legs scrambling for grip as you stop near the edge. Your father lands on the rim with a dove clutched in his talons, blood dripping onto the sticks. Your mother steps forward and begins tearing it apart while your siblings climb over each other. You stay low near the back of the nest and wait for the chaos to pass. A chunk of meat rolls toward you, so you grab it fast and swallow before anyone notices. Your siblings are bigger and louder, but you are learning when to move and when to stay still. 6 weeks old now, and your siblings have left the nest days ago to circle the sky. Your own wings are strong enough to open completely, but you haven't jumped yet. Your parents stop bringing food to the nest, so they land on nearby ledges with fresh kills. You walk to the edge of the nest and look down at the drop below, wind pushing against your chest. You spread your wings to test the feeling, then step back toward the center of the nest. The next day, hunger forces you forward again, and the only way to get food is to leave. You walk to the edge and jump, wings opening without thinking, and you drop straight down. You start flapping hard, but your wings move in all directions, making you spin sideways. You glide forward for a moment, then slam into a rocky slope below the nest with loose stones. You tumble down the rocks and stop hard against a boulder, one wing dragging behind you. You try to stand, but your legs fold and you fall forward onto your chest. Your father lands on a rock nearby with a pigeon, drops it, and takes off without looking back. You drag yourself toward the food, wings scraping against the stones, and begin tearing into the flesh. You made it off the nest, but now you need to learn how to stay in the air. 3 months old now, you can fly smoothly through open air, riding the rising currents without effort. You spot a small bird perched on a dead branch below, so you pull your wings in tight. You dive toward the bird, but come in too fast and slam straight into the branches, missing completely. The bird flies away, and you shake broken twigs from your feathers, pushing back into the sky. Days later, you see a flock of starlings feeding on the ground near a patch of short grass. You fold your wings and dive, but the flock scatters before you are halfway down, making you miss. You hit the dirt hard, then stand up slowly, your legs shaking under your weight as you watch them. The next morning, you are flying over open ground when you spot a lone sparrow hopping through grass. You climb higher to build speed, then fold into a steep dive with your wings pulled tight. Your talons extend and grab the sparrow mid-hop, both rolling through the dirt and loose feathers. You pin the sparrow down with one foot, bite its neck, and feel it stop moving. You tear into the flesh and swallow quickly. Tasting blood for the first time, it is yours. 10 months old now, you have claimed a stretch of cliffs near a wide valley where prey moves. One afternoon, another young falcon appears above your favorite perch with its wings spread wide. You call out sharply with wings half spread in warning, but the other falcon ignores you completely. The intruder dives toward a pigeon, and you chase after it immediately, wings pulling tight against your body. Both of you close in on the same prey, but you reach the pigeon first, with talons stretching. The other falcon slams into you from the side, knocking you off course and letting the pigeon escape. You recover first, twist upward, and strike at the intruder's wings with your talons raking across feathers. The other falcon turns sharply and comes back, colliding with you in open air with talons extended. Both of you lock talons briefly, spinning together before breaking apart and separating in the sky. The other falcon suddenly dives away toward the distant cliffs and doesn't come back. You land on your perch, wings still trembling, and your legs shaking slightly under your weight. 2 years old now, a female falcon has been hunting near your cliffs for several days. She kills a dove one morning and lands on a nearby ledge to feed, tearing into flesh. You watch from above, needing to show her you can hunt just as well as she can. You drop into a dive and strike a starling flying below, carrying it back up to her. You land a few body lengths away from her with the kill held in your talons. She stops eating and watches you closely, but she doesn't move toward you or fly away. You drop the starling on the rock between you and step back, waiting to see what she does. She hops forward slowly, takes the starling, and begins tearing into it while you stay where you are. 3 years old now, 2 chicks hatch in the nest, small and helpless, with mouths open constantly. You and your mate take turns hunting while the other stays behind to guard the chicks. You dive on a rock pigeon near the valley floor and strike hard with your talons closing. You carry the pigeon back to the nest, wings beating against the weight of the prey. Your mate tears the pigeon into tiny pieces and feeds the chicks while you leave to hunt. A raven circles near the nest with wings spread wide, and your mate dives at it, screaming. You drop your prey and join the attack, both striking from above at the raven. The raven twists away and flies out of sight, leaving the territory behind for you and your mate. You land back at the nest, where the chicks are unharmed and begging for food. You pick up the kill you dropped and tear it apart for the chicks to eat. 9 years old now, your mate disappeared during the cold months and never returned. You spot a duck flying low along the river and fold into a dive to build speed. You reach for the duck, but your talons stretch out too early and you miss by a span. You land on a dead tree to rest and catch your breath after the failed hunt. A younger falcon dives past, strikes the same duck, and carries it to the riverbank to feed. You catch a sparrow in an open field, enough to keep you alive for another day. You eat slowly, looking across the valley, watching other falcons circle in the distance. 10 years old now, you leave your perch to find food, but every flight takes more out of you.